Well, well, well. Good afternoon, everybody from Zurich in Switzerland. We're on the ground in the gorgeous PMDG 777. This is the 777-300ER. This is the largest version of the 777 and the one that carries the most passengers. With that today, we have a nice long flight for us. This is my first real flight in this thing. I messed around with it a little bit last night, which was release day, just to kind of try to see if I can get anything working, and I'm definitely glad I did because there was a lot that I had to do to get it kind of set up and get it up and running, but I think I have enough of a grasp to where we can get it going on a long haul. Now, this isn't a tutorial. I will be posting one of those eventually, but for right now, we're just going to hop in this thing and just do a nice little long haul flight. Because why not? We're Swiss 40 heading over to LAX today. Block time of 12 hours and 22 minutes, just under 12 hours of airtime. Initially cruising at 32,000 feet. We have, let's see, 338 passengers going to be traveling with us today. And we're going to be traveling a distance of over 5,000 nautical miles. So this is going to be an interesting flight today, guys. Hope you enjoy and bear with me as we kind of go through the startup and everything like that. We have a cold and dark airplane in here. And so with that, obviously, first things first, let's get power to the aircraft. So let's go ahead and flick the battery on. And then, you know, again, kind of as everybody always talks about or has been talking about with this thing, the battery doesn't power up very much, doesn't power up any of the PFDs, just powers some things. You start to see the brake pressure, the accumulator gauge light come up and everything like that, but that's about it. I mean, there isn't a whole heck of a lot that comes with this. We don't have a GPU connected. We can maybe do that from here. Let's take a look. Ground operations. Let's go ground service vehicles. Oh, ground connections. Here we go. Okay, let's request a GPU unit. Let's see what they did. Okay, there you go. They got it hooked up. All right, so GPU is hooked up, so now we should have ground power. Here we go. Let's engage the primary and the secondary as well, because why not? Love that little sound there starting up. Let's get the Adirus on and the in-flight entertainment systems on as well. Emergency lights can come armed. The voice recorder, we'll leave that on auto. Window heats we'll leave off for now. Hydraulic pumps will keep where they're at. No smoking signs are on. Seatbelt signs are off. And other than that, guys, we'll turn the logo light on maybe, and that's going to be about it. And why not? Let's crack open the cockpit door as well while we're just chilling in here. Now, these screens are going to take a little bit to boot up. This is a big airplane. This is a long-haul airplane. And from what I have come to understand, they don't like to be in a cold and dark state. They like to be in a turnaround state. So when this type of thing happens, it does take a while for them to boot up and everything. So while that's happening, let's get, let's see if we can get the jetway up here, maybe? Okay, it is coming. Sorry, I was spamming it. And then vehicles, I don't want to request all of them. Let's just see what happens when you request your flight from SimBrief. Swiss 40, Switzerland, I'm sorry, Zurich to LA. That looks good there. And we'll just hop in here and go departure. Let's get airport up. Let's find the airport info, the 10-9. And then the SID, we're going to be on the Vebit 1 Tango. There she is, RNAV departure. So we'll go ahead and have that up for now. And let's see, did that jet bridge connect? Jet bridge did not connect. Let's see. So open that, and we will open up the, let's see. Aft cargo, bulk cargo, fuel truck. All right, guys, there we go. Now that we have some of our loading things connected, the cargo doors are open, the fuel truck is connected, we're getting everything we need, jet bridge is connected, we're gonna start loading up the FMC. All right, guys, we brought up the hand of God to give us a help with this, the rest of this checklist, and we're gonna go ahead and I got a request over here too. We're gonna go ahead and check out our route. We'll bring up the flight plan here, and then let's see. I'll bring this up here. Flight plan's there, and then we'll just step through it. So we have, I guess actually we can do is go to Navigraph, departure, SID. Do I have anything? No, it doesn't transfer, which kind of sucks, but it's all right. We're gonna be on the Vebit 1 Tango departure. So we'll go ahead and pull that up, and we can look through this. So not available for Boeing 777 aircraft. Okay. Well, I guess let's just go off runway 28 then. So we gotta redo some numbers and such things here. All right, so let's go departure. Let's go off of runway 28. We can take Vebit 4 Whiskey to Vebit. All right, none of these say not applicable to 777 aircraft. So let's just take the Vebit 4 Whiskey, I guess. Let's take the Vebit 4 Whiskey, and we'll go back to the perf information. That's still good, so we're good there. So we're just going to pin the Vebit 4 Whiskey then. Let's go back to the charts, SID, and go to the Vebit 4 Whiskey and unpin the 1 Tango. Okay, and then coming back over here, let's take a look at the new departure that we're going to do, which is not this. Transition altitude 7,000. Let's see, what does route data get us? Yeah, okay, that gets us this stuff. Okay. Alright. So go to the legs page, we'll go to the plan phase, and just step through this real quickly and just make sure everything looks good there. Brego at 5,000 or above, we have that. Zulu Hotel 554 at 6,000 or above. Can I get data up? There we go. Then 7,000 or above at Zulu Hotel 558, and then out to Vebit, and then we are outbound on our route going to, I know there's a lot of other stuff you have to do, but you know, I'm not actually a 777 pilot here, so. And then departure arrival, let's just we'll bring up the arrival, I guess, real quick, might as well. The Angel 4 we're expecting into LAX. The Angel 4 from Hackman to runway 24 right. Let's take the ILS 24 right. We'll just leave that for now. And let's just go back to legs real quick. That looks good. We'll leave legs over here. We'll send the hand of God back over there. And then coming down here, we have 178, 172, 178, 181 on the speeds. Let's go overhead now and start to get everything ready for pushback. We're going to go ahead and flick the seatbelt signs on. We're going to flick, should I get the APU on first or do the hydraulics first? Probably the hydraulics first. So I think what you usually do actually is usually turn this to auto, wait for the fault light to extinguish, and then get the rest of them to auto, and then the pumps can come on. And then the fuel pumps as well, and if you have fuel in center, it should show up down here. So you have the fuel in center, so we do have that. So let's turn those pumps on as well. And then let's go ahead and get the doors closed and everything. Let's just release all those. Door management, close all those. Ground connections, we'll leave those. Remove the chocks. And then let's give the APU a start. All right, so we'll take a look at the status page, and our APU is just coming online. External power gets kicked off there, so we'll go ahead and disconnect the second external power, and we can go ahead and release the ground power, release the jetway. I believe that's everything we had to do. The chocks I wanted to release. Move chocks. There we go. All right, guys, just like that. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll here. Let's get a checklist going real quick. Let's close this flight deck door. Shut and locked. MCP's looking good. V2 181. We'll go VNAV heading select for now. 152 5000 on the climb. Takeoff speeds 172, 178, 181. CD pre-flight's complete. Trim. The trim it wanted at 550, so let's go ahead and set that. There's 5 and 550. There we go. Trim is set. Taxi takeoff briefing completed, and we'll flick the beacon light on as we are getting ready for pushback. Probably just gonna have him push us straight back. Runway 28 to our right. So we can have him give us one of these here. And we'll request it. Bring the engine page up. And that was the before start checklist, correct? Yeah, and the next is before taxi, so leave the engine page online here as we are about to get going. All right, we'll go ahead and release the parking brake. Let's see. And we're going to go ahead and start up engine number 2. Introduce fuel. Man, that sounds so good. EGT's coming down, and 1 is working on stabilizing. It looks like we got a good engine start. Let's go ahead and turn engine number 2 to start as well here. Or engine number 1, I'm sorry. Fuel to run. Guys, this is just awesome. I can't even explain how excited I am to finally have a good 777 in the sim and a good long-haul aircraft, man. This is going to be so sick. And I can't wait to learn more about this thing and use it more. And just absolutely, we're going to have so much fun with this thing on the channel here. All right, let's run a quick checklist here before taxi checklist. Anti-ice is auto. We're going to get the APU off while we're looking up here. Anti-ice auto recall. Checked. Auto brake RTO. Flight controls, we'll check those. We'll bring up the, let's see, stat, or is it, it has its own page here. There we go. Flight controls, go full right. Why is nothing, why aren't these moving? If this isn't moving, I don't know why it's not, but is that why? Oh, because the other one was down. Okay, interesting. All right. So back to the checklist. Flight controls were checked, ground equipment is clear, and we are ready for taxi, and we'll just have the flaps 5 for departure. Oh, listen to that. guys. That is just awesome. All right, parking brakes off. Let's gas this thing up and get rolling. We'll make a right turn onto Bravo here. And you got to do the oversteering in this thing. It's just so big. Probably moving a little fast through the turn here. What was our ground speed there? It's 5 now. It's probably somewhere like 10. And then a left turn here again. Let's see how that one was. That was not bad. Little probably on the inside of that. Yeah. But not bad. Anyways, we're gonna make our way over to runway 28 here in the beautiful PMDG 777. Man, this thing is absolutely awesome. I'm excited to just get this thing in the air and to stream it with you guys, and like I said, to learn more about it and everything. And it's gonna be a great. And real quickly before we take the runway here, we got to be straight ahead initially, and initial heading is going to be 273 since we changed our departure runway there. Oh, let me just set this real quick. All right, 273 is set. We got cleared for takeoff off runway 28. Flaps are set. Next is the after takeoff checklist. We'll go ahead and flick the strobe lights on, turn offs on, wing lights on, landing lights on, and we are ready for takeoff out of Switzerland in the 777 for the first time on the channel. I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy all the sounds and everything, and I'll talk to you on the departure. Guys, this thing hand flies so freaking nice. It is unreal. This thing is just awesome. All right, we're pretty much straight out from here. We'll go ahead and click the autopilot on. We got on-nav VNAV, so we should be good all the way up to flight level 320 initially. And let's get a quick after takeoff checklist. Flaps are up, gears up. Next up is the descent checklist, so we are good for right now. Bring the comm page up in case we need anything else. Auto brake is off and coming through 7,000. We'll set standard on the altimeter. Are they linked? Okay, they are linked. Passenger signs are on. We're going to leave them on as it looks like we got some weather here. We're crossing some mountains and whatnot too, so just go ahead and leave them on for that. Let me see real quick. Okay. Alright, looks like I figured out the light situation. I had some other stuff bound that shouldn't have been bound, so. Alright guys, other than that, enjoy this beautiful departure out of Zurich, and we'll talk to you in the cruise for a little bit, and during our descent into Los Angeles. So see you then. Alright guys, we just leveled off at our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet initially. I'm going to be gone for the most part today. So, we're going to do this. We're going to have VNAV. Let's see, what are we stepping up to total? Let's go look at the OFP. 380 looks like our final step. So I'll set it up to flight level 380, and I think it has... I think auto step climb is on. Hope you guys enjoyed that climb out. This thing is just an absolute beast. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous airplane. Let's see if we can take a look in the back here real quick. Hear how that sound changes. Love that. Curtains come down as soon as you turn the seatbelt signs off. Look at this cabin, beautiful Swiss cabin here. Seatbelt signs are off too, no smoking signs are on though. Still in first class, business, whatever. We got the in-flight entertainment stuff. Wow, just absolutely gorgeous, man. All right, guys. Gonna jump back up in the flight deck. And like I said, we'll catch you on the descent into Los Angeles. All right, good evening, everybody, from the jump seat of the beautiful 777-300ER. We are en route to Los Angeles still. It's been a beautiful flight across the pond. We're cruising at flight level 380. Let's jump back up into the seat and let's get the armrest down and lock back in here, clock back in for work as we get a little bit closer to Los Angeles. We got about 100 miles to go till our top of descent, so let's do some weather information. Let's request a TWIP, and we're going to request from LAX. Put that in there, single request, PMDG's fine. Send that out, and while we're waiting on that, we're going to go to the, I'm sorry, nope. Let's see, wind is 260 at 11, so we'll take 25, 145 on the speed. And the altimeter is 2990, so we'll go ahead and set that back to the normal setting there of inches, and we'll rock and roll with that. And looks good. I mean, a few clouds at 800 feet. I guess we could check real quick. Then if you go to Flight Manager, departure clearance, new messages. This here looks like maybe the TAF. It doesn't say. I don't know why it doesn't say TAF, but that's just the METAR. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why it doesn't say the TAF, but okay, here's the TAF. 6 miles broken at 800. That's at 7 on the 27th, so we don't have to worry about that. That's at like 3 a.m., so we're good. Yeah, everything looks good. Looks like we might have some bad weather coming, but for right now, everything looks good. Again, the wind is, well, the wind was 270 at 11, so we'll expect a westerly landing. So let's also take a look at the Angel 4 RNAV arrival while we're looking at it. Let's take a look at it on here as well. We're going to get rid of the full screen arrival airport. On the star, we're going to be on the Angel 4. Honestly, what we can do for that is we can jump over to the captain's side and we can bring up the Hand of God. All right, on the star here we have the Angel 4 RNAV arrival. Let's pin that. And then the approach, I believe we had the runway 24 right, so we probably had the ILS 24 right plugged in, so we'll keep that. We'll keep the ILS runway 24 right as well. Let's go to the star pinned Angel 4. Let's take a look at that. Coming in from the east, we're going to be coming in from Hackman. So that is, let's go ahead and step through this as well here. Coming in from Hackman, inbound to Shatner. Shatner smash, and then we have our top of descent after smash down to Sally. And then our first altitude restriction is Glesson, 280 knots, and then between flight level 300 and 240. Angel between 240 and 190. Can at above 17. And then Oil and Circus. And then after Circus, Marcy is the first fix on the approach. We could take it from Circus, so honestly, let's just do that. Let's go with the ILS 24 right from Circus, and then that should kind of transition nicely into the approach. So yeah, perfect there. All right, that looks really good. Looking forward to that. Let's just stick that up on here, if I can. This iPad placement is so weird sometimes. Okay, there we go. And then can I still do this one? No. One or the other. That's okay. That's cool. I like that. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm probably not going to be talking too much on this descent. I guess we could also just really quickly take a look at the approach chart. and look at the 108.5. Let's get that in the NAVRAD. 108.5, India Oscar Sierra Sierra. That's India Oscar Sierra Sierra 251 final approach course. 251 final approach course is set 2200 at Kobe and 322. Sorry, 322 on the min. So let's go ahead and set that. Oh, just kidding. 322. Whoop, 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 whoop. 322 on the mids. All right, we'll go ahead and dial in about 10,000 we'll start with initially, and we will go from there. So let's go ahead and set this back to plan. And all right, guys, we'll go auto brake 2 as well. And actually, let's do some landing performance while we're here. Let's go to the performance tool, go to landing dispatch, from OFP, LAX, runway 24 right. Let's just make sure we can land on the runway. Flap config 25, all that good stuff. Calculate. Everything looks good. 8,000 feet on the landing roll. And we have, hang on. Looking. ILS 24 right is, runway 24 right is, where's runway length on these charts? I don't know. On the main chart, runway 24 right is 10,000 feet long, so we're good there. So landing en route now. 24 right. 46.2 on the landing weight. Let's see if that's going to be anything close. It should be. I don't know exactly where to check that. 47. 46.7.2. So, and we'll probably burn a little bit more, so that's probably going to be pretty close. 2990, calculate that. And required landing distance. Oh, okay, we're only 3,000 feet. Okay, cool. All right, so we should be good to go with landing on runway 24 right here in Los Angeles. So we will see you guys once we're on the ground and at the gate.
2,500. $1,000.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
Minimums. $100.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
20, 10,